And that's when I noticed a freaking indentation in the card, like in his sideburn. Clear as day. I was freaking out. My stomach dropped. I got sick to my stomach. And I'm like, oh no, Okay, story time on how I almost got screwed buying this Steph Curry rookie card at the Dallas Card Show. This past weekend, I went to the Dallas Card Show. I had one goal. I wanted to buy this card right here. And as you can see, I did. And unfortunately, I just didn't take any pictures or videos. I took my camera and my mic and everything, but I was a little overwhelmed in the environment. It's just a ton of people. And honestly, I didn't see anyone else with a camera other than Card Collector 2. His name's Ryan. I'm sure you guys know him. If you found this video, you probably know that guy, but he's the guy with the slick back hair. That's the only person I saw with a camera, and I'm not like a legit YouTuber. Like, I could talk to myself in my car, but filming in public is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I just didn't have it in me to ask someone to record. I was kind of by myself and I made the purchase. So I had the goal of going in there and buying this card, right? So I take a couple cards that I'm willing to trade, and then I had some vintage first edition fossil packs of Pokemon that I wanted to sell off. The goal was to not spend any cash buying this card, and honestly I didn't. I only spent $70 buying this. So I took the 2 first edition fossil packs. I went around to a couple different Pokemon booths until I got an offer that I was okay with. We settled on $380 for both, so right at $190 a pack, which is fair. And so once I got that cash, I was like, okay, now I need to move this Tyrese Maxey auto and these 2 Kuminga autos. But I need to find the Steph Curry card first. So I walked around that building for probably 3 hours, booth by booth. Of course, I'm looking for other cards, and I did pick some up. I'll show you those later in another video. But the main objective is to find this card. And believe it or not, at the Dallas Card Show, it took forever to find this card. I walked up to a guy and I'm like, hey, you got a Steph Curry rookie card? He's like, I actually do. And then he pulls out a BGS 9 and I'm like, crap, dude. Like, I'm honestly not looking for a graded rookie because in a couple weeks, I'm going to the Warriors game in San Francisco. I'm from Texas, but I'm going to the Warriors game at Chase Center. And the hope is to get him to sign the raw card and then get it authenticated. So that's why I was like, yeah, unfortunately, I'm just not interested. Also, I don't want to pay a graded card price. Would be nice to have in the future, but I'm just not there yet. So, and then I told him, yeah, I'm looking for a raw one. He's like, well, man, there's a booth over there. He's got 3 of them. I'm like, oh, sweet, dude. Swore I looked in that area, but apparently I missed him. So I walk up to the guy, I see his thing, and I'm like, oh, yes, can I please look at those Currys right there? So he pulls them out, and I've got 3 to choose from. And 2 out of the 3, like the edges, like the trim is super white. The other one kind of like a cream color. So I thought, I'm gonna pass on that one in case, like, if that's surface damage or could be a reprint or could be fake, I don't know. So I just went ahead and I had 2 options, right? Left or right, basically. So I went with the left, picked it, showed the guy my Maxey and my 2 Kumingas, and he was willing to do a trade. So I traded him those cards. They were all 3 graded. I had 2 9s and a 10. And then I paid the rest in cash and we made a deal. We shook hands, we had a deal. Everything was great. So after I paid him, I'm like, hey, do you have a one-touch for this card? He just had it in like a standard, you know, top loader and sleeve. And I needed a one-touch because I was gonna be transporting it in my little like crossbody bag. So I didn't want it to get messed up. And so he's like, no, but you can go, I'll give you $3. You can go over there and get one. I'm like, nah, it's okay. I'll get one myself. So I go over to that booth he's talking about and I pick up a one-touch. Open it up and I take the card, the rookie card out of the top loader in the sleeve, set it in the one-touch. And that's when I noticed a freaking indentation in the card, like in his sideburn. Clear as day. I was freaking out. My stomach dropped. I got sick to my stomach. And I'm like, oh no, I got my dream card basically and there's an indentation. Like it's ruined. Like the pit in my stomach was unbearable. I was a little hesitant, but I decided, you know what, like this is a big deal to me. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna show him pictures. So I happen to have pictures of the card inside his case with the $600 price tag on it, and then I had pictures of it in my hands. So thankfully, he didn't even ask, but when I told him, I'm like, hey man, this card has an indentation. He's like, oh yeah, no problem, man. Let's just swap them out. So I ended up getting the other one. They pretty much looked identical except for that indentation, of course. But it's not perfect. The edges and the centering and all that looks great on the front. The back, the edges are a little bit rough. Let me take it out so you can see. It's an incredible card. It's the card I've been after, the Topps 2009 321 card. It's his rookie card. I have to have it, you know what I mean? Like, it's Steph Curry's rookie card. I collect Steph Curry. I really don't collect anyone else. And so I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be like my little grail. I'm a collector, but dude, I'm not spending tens of thousands of dollars on shit. And it's cool that people do. I just can't be one of those people. I would love to be, don't get me wrong, but you know, there's other things I have to buy. And I like experiences, which is why, like, I just spent well over $1,000 to go to this game on February 3rd. But yeah, we sitting close. I like experiences. I'd rather pay for experiences. But sometimes buying a $500, $600 card is pretty cool. But yeah, that's the story on how I almost got screwed buying Steph Curry's rookie card. I'll see you in the next video.